Okay, here we are, folks. Well, it's another Christmas. Back again for more fun and frolic. Okay, here we are again. It's Christmas of the year 2014. Just to let you know. So, here we are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let's see if we can get this all focused up here so everybody can see my bloodshot eyes and my 74-year-old face. Okay, so this is Santa, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the North Pole. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Every year about this time, I kind of like settle back and figure out, well, what to do for fun and frolic for everybody out there in cyberspace land. And usually it's been something like, well, running around and feeding reindeer and going ahead and saying to myself, by golly, what the heck is going on? Have I actually lost my mind again and it's only Christmas? Well, that's the way we're supposed to be, isn't it? Well, let's see here. Fed the reindeer, got all the decorations out, and I gotta tell you this, folks, this is great. I have promised you I am not going to read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." I've done that too many years now, in the past. Instead, came across this, which everybody's going to go ahead and be able to recognize. And it's a letter from a little gal named Virginia O'Hanlon, who left us in 1971 and was born in 1889. Well, nevertheless, the name of this is called, yes, Virginia, There Is a Santa Claus. Okay. Well, one day in the autumn of 1897, little Virginia O'Hanlon, who lived in New York City and who was 8 years old, had an argument with some of her schoolmates about Santa Claus. Ooh. Virginia felt sure there was a Santa Claus, but her friends said there was not. He didn't exist. Wow. Okay, well, Virginia felt greatly disturbed about that, and that night she wrote a letter to the editor of The Sun, the newspaper that came every morning to their breakfast table, and she soon had a reply. Well, one of the editorial writers for The Sun was a man named Mr. Francis P. Church. He had a big heart and a fine appreciation of poetry. He sat down and wrote an answer to Virginia, and it was printed in the paper the next morning, September 21st, 1897. And this answer had in it so much sympathy and thought that it has been printed again and again and again. And here it is. Alrighty. The question that Virginia wrote was, Dear Editor, I am 8 years old. Some of my little friends say there is no Santa Claus. Ooh. And Father says that if you see it in The Sun, which is the newspaper, of course, it is so. It's true. If it's printed in The Sun, the newspaper. Please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus? Signed, Virginia O'Hanlon, 115 West 95th Street, New York City, New York. Okay. The answer is as such, as Mr. Church reads and wrote, Virginia, your little friends are wrong. They have been affected by the skepticism of a skeptical age. They do not believe except what they see. They think that nothing can be which is not comprehensible by their little minds. All minds, Virginia, whether they be men's or children, are little. In this great universe of ours, man is a mere insect, an ant in his intellect as compared with the boundless world about him, as measured by the intelligence capable of grasping the whole of truth and knowledge. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He exists as certainly as love and generosity and devotion exist. And you know, they abound and give to your life its highest beauty and joy. Alas, how dreary would be the world if there were no Santa Claus. It would be as dreary as if there were no Virginias. There would be no childlike faith then, no poetry, no romance to make tolerable this existence. We should have no enjoyment except in sense and sight. The eternal light which childhood fills the world would be extinguished. Not believe in Santa Claus? You might as well not believe in fairies. You might get your papa to hire men to watch at all the chimneys on Christmas Eve, to catch Santa Claus. But even if they did not see Santa coming down, what would that prove? Nobody sees Santa Claus. Nobody. But that is no sign there is no Santa Claus. The most real things in the world are those that neither children nor men can see. Did you ever see fairies dancing on the lawn? Of course not. But there's no proof that they're not there. Nobody can conceive or imagine all the wonders that are unseen and unseeable in the world. You may tear apart the baby's rattle and see what makes the noise inside, but there is a veil covering the unseen world which not the strongest men, nor even the united strength of all the strongest men that ever lived, could tear apart. Only faith, fancy, poetry, love, romance can push aside that curtain, view and picture the supernatural beauty and glory beyond. Is it all real? Ah, Virginia, in all this world there is nothing else real and abiding. No Santa Claus? Thank God he lives. And he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, nay, 10 times 10,000 years from now, he will continue to make glad the heart of childhood. And that itself is the letter that was written by Virginia O'Hanlon to the Sun newspaper in New York City, entitled, Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. So, that's it. Christmas 2014. Anno Domini, in the year of our Lord. Yes, we've made it through another year. And Santa Claus lives. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. Okay. Well, I'd like to go ahead and wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And always remember one thing, that whether or not you play a sport, always be one. All right, everybody, good night and take care, and by golly, Merry Christmas. Bye now.